News Radio 740 KTRH.
Did you see yesterday, by any chance, industrial average up 143 points at 20,412? That is a new all-time high. Almost, I mean, we're just about halfway to 21,000. Unbelievable. What does this mean? Christi, I'm going to pronounce your last name correctly. Is it Staib?
That's the German way to say it. The Americans say Staib, so I'm Christi Staib.
Christi Staib. Well, thank you very much, and it is great to have you here with Silver Sail Wealth Advisors. So tell me, I mean, you got to be excited. I'm excited. I'm watching the numbers in my mutual funds and so on and so forth. My 401k, things are going up.
Well, they certainly are, and you know, history shows. If you look at the past, a lot of the times when we're at all-time highs, we actually go higher. And sometimes we go lower, but it is a time to be excited.
So this is, you know, an opportunity for us to feel good. What about you? I mean, is this the time that you would recommend that people maybe go out and look at maybe buying into the market for the first time in a long time? Pick a nice fund and, you know, kind of put your money in there and see where it goes?
Well, I don't espouse to let's put our money in and see where it goes kind of a thing. I tend to help my clients and those who want guidance to look long term. Because if you're only going to look out for one quarter or towards the end of the year, any number of things could happen. But probably 20 years from now, Matt, if you look at the Dow, it's going to be higher than it is today. Right?
Right. I hope so, yeah.
Yeah. So having a long-term plan and being in the right things at the right time is important. And hiring a wealth manager or a stockbroker who it really has their eye on this every day is a very helpful thing to make sure that you and your mutual funds and your 401k are moving in the right direction.
You know, Christi, I'm glad you brought that up because one of the things that I noticed with my own was that, you know, they recommend that you kind of move things around into different mutual funds depending on where the stock market is and how things are going. If the stock market is kind of moving in the wrong direction, but now that it's moving in the right direction, sometimes you got to take a look at that and, as you say, talk to the experts and kind of move the money around a little bit so you are getting the best interest increase that you can.
Well, exactly, Matt. So, you know, most of us in Texas, anyway, are aware that the oil prices have gone down. So if you were invested in something that was oil producing or exploration, the value of it went down. So why not have your funds into some sector of the market that was moving up during that time, if you can move around like that? So that's an example of being in a sector that moves up while something else is moving down. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And then your age, too, has a lot to do with it. I know that. I keep hearing that from the people that help me out, is that as you're getting older, that kind of has something to do with where you're putting the money, you know, and how much chance you take on, the stock market going up or down.
Well, that's a very good point. And sometimes we hear out there that age is like an indicator, and it's only one of the things that we look at is how old you are and when are you going to retire and where are you on the path of being successful and having enough money so that you don't outlive your money, right?
Right.
So age is one of it, and how much risk. But one of the things that we make sure at Silver Sail Wealth Advisors is that we have a consistent return, a nice single-digit consistent return is going to get you more at the end when you're ready to retire than being in something like the S&P 500 that moves up 25 and then down 10 and then up 15 and then down 25.
Right.
Or like in 2008, we were down 35 to 40%. So I have an example for you if you'd like.
Just real quick, go ahead.
Yeah, real quickly, if you invested $100,000 today and at the end of the year the market was down 10%, how much would you have at your statement when you looked at it? You would have $90,000.
Right.
So then if the next year, in 2018, it goes up 10%, when you open your statement, you would look and see you had 99%. Even though the average is a 5% return, you don't have a 5% return in your portfolio. So you want to have something that has more of a consistent 5 or 9% return over time, and at the end, you will have more money than someone that just was in a passive S&P 500 or Dow index.
Silver is Sale Wealth Advisors. Christi, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate